And thank you for your support of the Republican Party. As legislative candidates and legislative leaders, we could not be successful without all that you guys do, so I want to thank you very, very much right up front. This is the most important election of our lifetime. Being in Iowa, we have politicians that come through every 4 years, and they say exactly that. This is the most important election, right? Let me tell you why I think this year in Iowa is the most important election that we've had in at least a generation. In 2016, we stood up here as Senate Republicans and we asked you for your help and your support in giving us a Senate Republican majority. In the 2016 elections, you helped. We beat 6 incumbents, we took the majority, and we retired Mike Gronstall once and for all from the Iowa Senate. And when we took that Senate Republican majority, it gave us complete Republican control for the first time in over 20 years. And we had a decision to make. Were we going to make small changes, try not to ruffle any feathers, or are we going to think big and act bold and keep the promises that we made to the voters in the 2016 election? And that's exactly what we did. We went to the Capitol every single day and we said, what did we promise the voters and what can we do today to keep that promise? In doing that, we delivered the most historic and productive 2-year session this state has ever seen. And in those 2 years, we passed hundreds of bills. I like to break them into categories so you can understand what we're working on here in the state of Iowa. We worked to create a pro-growth, job-creating environment in the state of Iowa by reducing taxes, reducing regulations. And by the way, it's worked. We're the 3rd lowest unemployment rate in the entire country now. We worked to create a smaller, smarter, more efficient government with bills like our collective bargaining reform. We worked to revitalize rural Iowa, expanding broadband and lowering the cost of infrastructure. We empowered our local schools, finally taking the power out of the bureaucrats in Des Moines and giving it back to the local elected officials in your hometowns. And we worked to protect the liberties and freedoms in Iowa, protecting life and protecting our Second Amendment rights. So we have delivered on our promises here in the state of Iowa. But now I want to get back to why this is the most important election. I believe this November is going to be a defining moment for us, where we decide what kind of state we want to be and where we want to go. We can continue down the path that we're heading, which, by the way, has taken us to #1 overall in the entire country, or we can go back to the way of Chet Culver and Democrats in control. I'm asking you here tonight that when that defining moment arrives in November, make it a moment that rewards big ideas, a moment that rewards bold action, rewards doing what you said you're going to do, and it rewards the Republican leadership that we have shown here in the state of Iowa. So thank you for your support. Let's get it done in November.
Please welcome to the stage Speaker Linda Upmeyer.